Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mirella, in case you're new. I know I haven't uploaded. I have been trying to upload at least once a week. I am behind. Finally got the chance to record this one. Today I'm going to be doing the Q&A. And I actually got like a lot. And honestly, probably won't get to like do all of them because it's just too many. But I think this is a good thing to do now since I'm kind of new to YouTube, that you guys kind of get to know me a little bit more. So let's start. I guess like I'll start with like, I have like a little cheat sheet, not gonna lie. You know, I was gonna start with like simple, in-depth and all that, but you know what, we're just gonna go down. A question that I got was,
drumroll,
do I regret moving to PA? The answer is
no.
I don't regret moving to Pennsylvania. Of course I do miss living in Connecticut. Like, of course, like my family is there, like my mom and my dad and my siblings, and probably mostly all of my uncles and aunts and cousins, of course. But I feel like I kind of, once I came to school in Pennsylvania, I kind of just adapted to PA, and like I made a lot of friends here. Like I obviously also have family in Pennsylvania too, so like it's not like I have no family here. And my boyfriend is here. I think I've said that before. It's really not that different. I'm not that far away. Like I'm no more than like 3 hours away, which is really
Not a lot.
so like it's still pretty close to home. So it's not like a really big difference. It's not like I moved to like LA. Sorry, mom and dad, if y'all think I regretted this, but I didn't. So of course I know who asked me this question. My sister. She said, who is my favorite sibling? I don't have one, because I love you guys both equally, in case you guys are watching. You know, I have different relationships with you guys.
Oops, don't want to show this.
Like, obviously with my sister, like, she's older, she's 13.
14.
I feel like my relationship with her is probably different than my relationship with my 9-year-old brother.
I think he's 9. Yeah, he's 9.
Like she's more open. She is a freshman in high school, so I feel like she's kind of like, she comes to me for like certain advice. Like my brother, all he talks about is like Fortnite and soccer.
So,
but I love them both equally. Don't have a favorite.
you guys are both my favorite.
Do I prefer straight or curly hair? Well, you guys have never seen me with straight hair. Well, this is it. You know, it took me like almost an hour, by the way. And I guess I honestly would say, I like my hair better straight, but it just takes a lot of work and I don't like doing it. I don't know. I actually really like my hair curly too. Depends on the day and like the product that I use. That's a hard one, but I think I'm gonna go with straight. Another question that I got was, if I could live anywhere, where would it be? I haven't really been to that many places, to be quite honest. Like I do travel, but like if I do travel, it's mostly to the same spots. For the places I've traveled so far, I think I would say LA. I love it there. I love cities. I definitely would move to LA. Like I said though earlier, that's really far from like family, so like I don't know if it would actually happen, but that would be like a place if like I would pick anywhere. LA. Can I do any cool tricks?
No.
And even if I did, they're weird, so I wouldn't show them. So, iPhone or Android? Obviously iPhone. I don't think I've ever had an Android. Favorite place I've traveled? Like I said, I don't really travel all like that, sadly. So far, I would say I really liked California. I feel like I didn't really see everything that California like has to like offer. I only went to like LA, like Santa Monica. I went to San Diego for like a day. So like there's probably like a lot more to California that I would like to get to know. So I feel like I would definitely say that California is like on the top of my list right now. Like again, like I said, I haven't really traveled to many places. Like the other place I traveled to was Mexico.
Don't get me wrong, I love Mexico.
But like California is kind of the same thing. Like not that they're the same. That's not what I meant. What I mean is like in Mexico, like I have family there, so like I would just kind of go to like my house in Mexico and kind of hang out with like my family and like do stuff with my family. Like I didn't really get to go to like different places. Like I got to go like to like this like really big church in Mexico called La Villa.
It's beautiful,
but I haven't really kind of gone outside. Like I've never been to Cancun, like I've never been to Acapulco, Puerto Vallarta. I haven't really been to those places, so like that's something else I would like to explore too. So like favorite place I've traveled so far would definitely be California, because I feel like I explored a little bit more of California than I have in Mexico, even though I go like a lot, or I used to go a lot, not as much anymore now. Do I prefer coffee or tea?
Coffee.
You will not see me drinking tea unless I'm sick. What TV show series on Netflix would you recommend and are your favorite? Well,
That's a tough one.
because I love Netflix, so I would definitely say my favorite series on Netflix that I watched already, and I totally already watched it completely, but I'm rewatching it, there's not just one, there's like 3. Grey's Anatomy. That's like my all-time favorite show. Like, if you want to
Cry.
and feel happy and feel like a connection and almost want to be a doctor and you feel like you're a doctor, that's your go-to show. Because, like, I'm not kidding when I say I could perform open heart surgery, probably.
Just kidding.
I love Criminal Minds. I'm actually rewatching that now. I just really like that show. There was a point in my life, too, where I was like, I wanted to be an FBI agent, and, like, now I think I'm one, again. So, the third one is a recent show on Netflix, but I finished it, and I can't wait for the new season, because I hope there's going to be more. Money Heist. If you haven't watched that, I 10/10 recommend, because it is,
A great show. Like,
you get so attached to each character, and, like, honestly, it makes you want to do,
bad things.
I'm not saying I'm going to do them, but, like, you're just kind of like, they make it seem so, like, easy to plan something like that. And I watched it in Spanish, of course, because I think in Spanish it sounds, like, amazing. But, I mean, obviously, if you don't speak Spanish, like, you can watch it in English or whatever language you want. But, like,
It's a great freaking show.
first time you snuck out.
Mom and Dad, if you're watching, sorry.
I was 18.
I'm gonna get a phone call about this.
I was over the age of 16, so I think that's pretty decent, alright? There's kids out here sneaking out at, like, 12. So, where do you see yourself in 3 years? Well, honestly, 3 years doesn't seem, like, that far away, because I feel like every year goes, like, definitely don't want to have kids yet. That's a given. Like, I like my lifestyle right now, and I feel like having a kid in 3 years is kind of like would change. Definitely just see myself kind of like where I am now. Hopefully, maybe like learning new things. Maybe, I'm not saying I want a new job, but like if I can expand my job and like kind of just doing what I like to do, which is kind of what I'm doing now, even if it's like in the same company, in a different company, wherever. I just want to see myself grow, not stay where I'm at. Another question was, what places would you like to travel?
I want to go to Puerto Rico.
A lot of people talk about Puerto Rico and like how beautiful it is and like how many things you can do. So
I want to go do that.
hopefully me and the boo do that this summer. But with COVID happening, it might not happen. Hawaii, Bahamas, and I want to go to Colorado. That's within the state, but I want to go to Colorado for sure. And then if we're like
Expanding.
I want to go to like parts of Europe, like Spain, Paris. Those are my top 2 right now. They asked me about my relaxation routine. Skincare. Maybe like a shower, you know, decondition the hair, do a face mask. Actually, I've been doing like this new face mask. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's like the Indian healing clay mask. At first, I didn't like it because it like
Hurt.
in your skin. But honestly, if like you want something to like kind of like ease your skin and like kind of just make your face feel fresh, and honestly, it does help you relax because like your face just feels like for relaxing, it's just kind of skincare and hair routine because it's kind of just a little pamper for yourself, you know? My dream job. Funny story, actually, when I was like maybe like 9 or like 8, I would always tell my mom and my dad that I wanted to be a cashier.
Which is funny because like
You're so young, like you don't even know like what that requires. Like you don't even need to have anything to do that. So like I just wanted to share that because I thought that was funny. But obviously, like when I was like growing up, I wanted to do a lot of stuff. Like I actually like I said before, I wanted to be an FBI agent or like someone who like works with like criminals in a way. But like if we're talking about
now,
I definitely want to be a speech language pathologist. That's something that I've been wanting to do since I started college. I just like helping people. I like working with people. I obviously like working with kids. And I want to get there. I don't know when I'll get there, but I know that I will at some point in my life. What age do you want to get married?
I don't know.
That question is something that like I don't know. I just think like there is no age to get married in my perspective. Like you can get married when you're 40 for all anybody cares. But I feel like I'm pretty young. I'm only 23. Like there's no rush, but if there is an age, I would say maybe like 30. But I don't even know. I feel like that just happens when it happens, you know? Now, this is a question that, like, I think I know who asked me it, but whatever. How do you like to blow off steam?
I cry.
Like, straight up, I cry. Because I feel like when I'm mad, crying just makes you feel better because it, like,
It releases everything. You're just like, ugh.
So, I cry. Can I drive stick?
No.
Sadly, nobody wants to teach me. Well, I ask my boyfriend all the time and he says no because I'm going to mess up the clutch, which is understandable. But, like, how am I supposed to learn? And in Mexico, when I would go in Mexico when I was younger, my cousins would, like, try to teach me. And, like, I could start the car. I could drive for, like, a little bit. But then once, like, I hit, like, a certain place or, like, a hill or, like, a little bump, the car would turn off on me. How many kids do you want? Well, that's a tricky question because I say I want an even number, but, like, the more I think about it, I think I could be fine with one. But then I also don't want my kid to be alone. Like, God forbid we're not there anymore, like the parents. They have a sibling. So, like, I would say around 2 to 4.
But listen,
If I have one girl and one boy,
I'm done.
no more. 2 is the max. So, yeah, I'm going to say 2 if I get the girl and the boy. But if I don't, I like even numbers. So, like, even if I go for, like, the third and I don't get whatever, I probably need to have another one because I just don't like odd numbers. I don't know why. When do I plan to start a family? Well, I still think I'm young, like I said before. So, like, yeah, these are things, like, I feel like girls think about. But, like, I feel like sometimes I don't. Like, I don't really think, like, when I'm gonna start a family. I think that stuff kind of just happens, you know? Like, if I could decide, I would say, like, maybe when I'm 30, just because, like, I feel like I kind of enjoyed, like, my 20s, and then, like, when I'm 30, I'll, like, know more, like, what I want. So I'm gonna say around maybe 30. I mean, obviously, if it happens before that, it happens, but that doesn't mean, like, oh my god, I don't want it. It's just, like I said, these things you don't plan. How important is family to you? Family, I think, is, like, really important to me. I feel like your family is always going to be there for you. I know that your family is never going to backstab you. Your family is always going to keep it 100 with you. They're going to tell you right from wrong. Yeah, sometimes, like, you know, families have, like, conflicts and have problems and stuff. But, like, at the end of the day, like, you know, they're always going to be there. So I feel like family is really important. Like, I just think that we should appreciate the fact that, like, we all have families. I think that we should appreciate the people that we have in our lives, even if they're not family. Like, your best friend can be considered your family, and I feel like we should appreciate that. Family is really important to me. I am super grateful for having my 2 siblings, even though they annoy me all the time and I'm barely with them, but they still find a way to annoy me. But I know that their love is unconditional for me, and I know that my love for them is unconditional too. My mom and my dad, I might have my ups and downs with my parents, but I know that they're always going to be there for me. And if I ever need something, I know who I can go to. And I feel like that's what family is. Family is unconditional love and always being there for you, even when you don't ask for it or even when you do ask for it. And family always has ups and downs. And eventually you get to a point where you're like, all right, like, you're my family. Like, I love you. I'm sorry. Because that's what family is. It's all about forgiving and all about love. Biggest achievement to date, of course, graduating. Like, I mean, I did graduate, like, in December, so that, like, is kind of far away. Or not far away, but we're in May now. So, but still, it's still a really big achievement because I
am first generation.
And now I feel like that proves to my siblings that they can do it too. And any of my other family members, I have a lot of cousins right now in college, and, like, I know that I might not be their example, but they at least see that, like, if I can do it, they can do it, and they can do better. And that's kind of, like, my motto too. Like, I feel like I want people who I love and, like, my family to do better than what I did, because that's how it should be. Like, you shouldn't want to, like, be like, no, I'm better. No, like, if you can do better,
do it.
Like, I'll support you. So that's my biggest achievement, though, is kind of graduating.
Not kind of, I did graduate.
Graduating and just finding a job. Like, almost right out of graduation, I found a job, and I think that's awesome because it's not easy. Like, I have friends who are struggling to this day, and I mean, it's not because they're not good enough. It's just, it's hard. Like, people think it's easy, but it's so hard. I wish all my friends the best, so
y'all keep trying. You guys got this, all right?
This is gonna be a funny story. So my next question is, what is an embarrassing childhood story? So I have this cousin, she knows who it is, I'm not gonna say her name, but when we were younger, I'm gonna say maybe like, I don't know, maybe we were like 8 or 9, around that age, maybe even 10. And every single time we would get together at our grandma's house, well, she's not really my grandma, she's my tia, abuela, but she's basically my abuela, so she's gonna be called grandma.
Period.
We would go to like where she used to work, or well, she still technically works there. And they have a pool, so we would all get together in the summer and stuff. Our dads, well, everybody, they would push each other into the pool, like all the grown-ups. And me and my cousin were such crybabies. We would
Cry.
but like when I mean cry, guys, I mean like cry, like shed tears that our parents are being pushed into the pool. That's one. And I think that's funny because it's like they're pushing them in, but they know how to swim. So why are we being dramatic? So like when we talk about it now, we're like, why were we crying? Like it's just funny to us like now. And then another one would be that like our uncles or whoever, they would,
Yeah, like your dad.
he's gonna go with your other family, like with his other family or like his other girlfriend. And then we would cry about that too. And it's just like that stuff that we really would cry passionately about.
Like, no, that's not true. Like, no, like, dad's only with us. Like, dad doesn't have another family.
Like, and it's just like you think about that now and you're like, why were you crying? And like, why would you even believe that stuff? But then also it's kind of messed up that our family would do that to us because like they know we were crybabies. So I feel like sometimes they did that on purpose. But that's funny. And she knows who I'm talking about. And she's probably going to be like, yo, that's funny because we always remember that thing. And like, that's something that like we always remember, that we were the biggest crybabies when it came to like them talking about our parents, like having another family or like getting pushed into the pool. That was a way to get us to cry nonstop. Another question I got is, how have you and your boyfriend been together for so long? That's just a funny question. Because like, honestly, I don't know. Most of you guys probably don't know. Some of you will, because clearly like some of you guys are my friends. But we've been together for like 6 years. Yeah, like 6 years and like 5 months. And honestly, I don't know. It's just kind of like, I guess, loyalty, trust. Because we were long distance for some time. And I feel like that is what made us like strong, I feel, because we had to trust each other like a lot. And we don't suffocate one another. Like, he can do his stuff. Yeah, sometimes I'm like,
Alright, like, chill.
and same thing with him, like he lets me too, and like he's probably like sometimes like,
Alright.
but it's kind of like we both have like that like trust, and like we kind of try to like communicate. I know that communication is like a really hard thing to do, but I feel like communication really is key. I'm not saying we're the best at it, and like I'm not saying we're perfect, because like we're not, but I know that we've come this far for a reason. And like I wouldn't really know how to tell you like why. I just know that like it stands on like loyalty, trust, and just trying to communicate as much as we can. And I feel like that's what builds a relationship, and like you're supposed to grow together, and I feel like we have really grown together. Like if you saw us back then and you see us now, like we've really grown together, because like we've been together since we were like around like 18, and like now I'm 23, he's 24. We literally grew up together. Somebody asked me if I would still talk to them if they were a worm. Yes, I would talk to you, but like you wouldn't be able to talk back to me. So I would just look dumb talking to you. But I would talk to you.
I'd keep you as a pet.
Type of favorite food. I have a lot. So I'm going to give you 2. And I'm going to speak genres, because I'm not going to speak specifics, because specifics is like I love every single plate. So I'm not going to be specific. But the 2 that I would say would be Mexican food, Italian food. I just love those. I love pasta, stromboli, pizza,
Calzones.
and then in the Mexican, tacos, burritos, enchiladas, mole. There's just too much to pick from. But those are all my questions. So guys, I hope that you kind of got to know me a little bit more with like these questions. Obviously, if you have anything else that you would like to know, just comment down below and I'll answer it. But yeah, anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. I will be probably posting another video this week, so stay tuned, because I am behind, so technically I'll post another video. And that one's going to be fun, so don't miss out my new video. I will probably be posting that one on Friday. Bye guys.